火花 Light up 火花
「 And welcome to Tales of Rise, Day 7 Undertale. Sorry about the cast last night. That was not really anything on my end. Or anything my fault. As it really could not be helped because the fact that I didn't even get to eat dinner until 8 o'clock last night. I know, it's fucked up. And say that you were attacked like oh, we had to wait for more meat, like you were cooked in Ireland. Could eat that earlier. The other one wasn't finished. You know, it didn't make sense. Yeah. Stupid. But yeah, finally get back to this game after the last biggest money in the day. That's what I'm talking about. But I guess I just wasn't feeling good. Real life stuff caught up. Got caught in, and it's just the situation really cannot be helped. But we will hopefully, if everything was planned, should finish this by next weekend. We'll see. Let's do this. Of course, afterwards we will be doing God of War Ragnarok. Finish this up. So yeah. Do this. No, Mike, not really feeling up first. Let's do these.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Dahnans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Dahnans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris, do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can. Can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just... What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadheim's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadheim. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye'm, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye'm! Liberator Deadeye'm! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadheim said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadheim.
This isn't Deadheim's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the as well?
Leave me. I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
I get the feeling Deadheim signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Dahnans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
I feel like... somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In... whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are...
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
This won't be easy.
Do you require a hand?
Don't be such a pessimist.
Armor won't
These
save
ones
you!
can run rings around us. Where are you going? Lightning orb!
No further! Fang blast! Damn it! It's too fast! Stand back. I'll pick it up.
Lightning condenser! Thunder!
Try this! Infernal Torrent! Eagle side!
They're surrounding us.
Far enough! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Swallow blade! Eat this! Infernal Torrent!
Annihilation!
Try
Heavy
this!
flame!
Infernal Torrent!
One at a
Try
time!
this!
First aid!
Infernal Torrent! Swallow blade!
Lightning orb!
Infernal Torrent! Swallow
Heavy
blade!
flame of fury!
Take this!
Watch it!
Try this! Infernal Torrent! Swallow dance!
Clear! I'll be safe!
Try this!
I'll heal you all!
Try!
One at a time!
Try this!
Healing
Swallow
swallow!
dance! Infernal Torrent!
I can only...
Did you just heal me? This could be useful.
I think Hootle senses something.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the Guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
I think Hootle senses something.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Lightning condemned!
Easter!
How's this? Thunderblade!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Mega Ray!
No further!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Hey! When did I get What's this? We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Denied! All yours! Eat this! Run you through! Infernal turret!
Glacial spear!
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret! Swallow blade!
This one's mine!
Try this! Infernal turret!
Now! Rinwell! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Swallow blade! Swallow dance!
This could be useful.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name.
This one's
Here's a
tough,
healing
but we
arc.
have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Infernal turret! Slide! Infernal
It's a duel of the arts!
Swallow blade! Now I'm Infernal turret! Swallow blade!
What can they do?
Shion, can you take care of
To
them?
me, no sooner said than done.
No place here! You picked the wrong fight!
Now! Is it this guy?
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off!
Where are you going?
Rocket! Here I go! Infernal turret! Ready up!
That extra training paid off.
We should be able to cook here. You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves, no matter what.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Firemaster core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Firemaster Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Hootle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed.
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that Lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her Danon bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
There.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Raging Cascade!
Catch it out of this! It curls up! Time to get out of the way!
Freeze Blazer! Dance in the wind!
Ignore! Go away! Charge back that there to
Be fatal.
Glad you like your yell.
I'm here to stop it! I'll show you how useful I can be! Infernal Sword!
Searing Flame! Now! Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Shot!
Well done! Glacial Spear! Piercing Cold Blade!
Infernal Turret!
Freeze Lancer!
Try this! First strike! Infernal Turret!
Annihilation! I'm ready!
I'm on it!
Where are you going?
You're done! Infernal Turret!
Will they
Strike! It's showtime!
I can carve through armor!
Infernal Turret!
Healing Circle!
Swallow Blade!
Not today!
Magnum, do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Bad feeling about this.
One more! Try this on for size! Infernal Turret! Nothing! How about this? I'm on it! Eternal Devastation!
In a bind?
Gravitas Field! Rage Mega Ray!
Airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Infernal Turret!
Lightning Orb! There!
Try this! Infernal Turret! Swallow Blade!
Denied!
Infernal
Do it!
Great!
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Dahnan castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late. Really bad feeling about this.
They got me good! Infernal Turret! Smash you!
Here goes! Come through! First aid!
Okay, here I go.
He's like trying to keep up with the wall!
Infernal Turret!
Blind freaks! Like if they just sit still!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner...
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Thunderfield!
I'm on! Infernal Turret!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Leave the enemy's arms to me!
To stop you dying?
No place here!
Not today!
Weak now.
Eat this! Slash!
Here's a healing
Infernal
arm!
Turret!
First aid! Nail strike!
Now I'm real mad!
I never miss!
No further! Stop me!
Remind me to stand.
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Law's on it.
Okay.
Swallow blade! I'm on it!
What now? Astral energy!
Say no more.
Could have been worse.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's...
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Dahnan ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You've suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
This one's tough! Try this!
Healing again! Here! Now so that you don't get in trouble again. They're hiding...
I'm on it!
I'm only getting started.
Got flyers!
I've got this! All the marksman Glad you have your uses.
Take this!
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Ignite! Slide! Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Raging Lightning! Piercing!
Denied! Infernal Torrent! Rolling! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Searing Flame! Raging Horn!
I'm on it! Try this!
Now!
Infernal Torrent!
Thunderblade!
I'm even stronger than before.
What's this thing?
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious? help!
I hope I live long enough to regret
I'll
this.
never miss! My Astral Energy!
Armor won't save you!
Air Thrust!
I'm on it!
Photon Blade!
Evil Side!
Slash! It's almost too strong.
Take this! Be my guest!
Seal!
Swallow Blade!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Time to let it rip! Eat!
I'll try to get you all tucked away!
Away! Swallow Blade! Coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet Inferno!
Photon Radiant Cascade!
Slash! Try this!
Dream!
Glimmer Dragon! Swallow Blade!
Here goes.
Try this!
Inferno
Turret!
Air Thrust!
Swallow Blade!
Photon Thrust!
Swallow Blade!
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
All finish you here and now!
I'll be saving
Swallow
this one!
Blade!
Searing
Try this!
Now
Inferno
I am
Turret!
ready! Where are you going? My Astral Energy! Lightning Condemned!
Swallow Blade! Prepare to be sealed!
By the power of water!
Gemini Aqua!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And
Bubbling to me!
First aid!
Try this!
Astral Energy!
Inferno Turret!
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Looks like trouble with a capital T! Together, we've got this! Swallow Blade! Inferno Turret! Storm! Slash! Try this! Inferno Turret!
Here, let me help.
All back in there to try this!
Glad you have your use.
Now you see what I can do! I'll show you how useful I can be!
Here, let me help.
I'll stop it, John! Fine!
Thanks, Kitara.
Eat dirt! Do it! Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Shot!
Well done.
Swallow Dance!
Wind Astral Here's a healing arm.
Inferno Turret!
First
Swallow
aid.
Blade! Try this!
Lightning
Inferno
Condemned.
Turret!
Tonic Punch! I'm on a roll now! Just take this!
Into the shadows.
Do it!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting. Let's dispose of the trash.
I never miss. One last lightning condemned. Mega Ray.
Armor won't save you!
Reload.
Inferno Turret!
Got fire. I got it. Mark this too fast.
Stand back.
All yours!
Let's get you all covered.
Slash! Swallow Blade!
Swallow
Dance!
Mega Ray.
Swallow Blade!
Lightning Orb.
Try this! Inferno Turret!
Lightning Cascade.
Far enough! Inferno Turret!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Lightning Orb! Freeze Lancer! Raging Cascade!
Burn in hell!
Ready and not in your dreams!
I can carve through armor!
Freeze Lancer! Ha! Photon
No
no further!
I think I'm getting stronger.
That equipment should come in handy.
Guess I misread the landing. An opponent like this should be easy.
I never fit.
Swallow Blade! Try this! Try! Is this it? Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Mega Ray! Dance in the wind!
Swallow Blade!
Here we go! Now I'm real mad!
Actually, pound is more appropriate.
Let's talk some more doing.
You made quick work of them!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Swallow Blade!
Do it!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
This one's tough!
Armor won't save you!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell!
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Oh, that's on my watch.
Infernal Torrent! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
No armor!
Do it! Remind me to...
In an instant! Impact Claw! It's time! I'm on it! Swallow Blade! No! Can't... Here!
I'm ready to go!
Glacial Spear.
I hope this is medically approved!
Let's end this and get a bite to eat instead.
see what I can do!
Photon Raging Cascade!
No further! Hey, when did I get so popular? That frickin' Fine, freak! You ain't gonna take this skill!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Raging Cascade! Glimmer Flood! Let's get you out of the healing art!
These fists have got your name on them!
This is in the sky and on! I never miss! Raging confiscated!
That's enough! We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong! What about me? What now?
Stay away from my friend!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
I can't
Cut
hold
them
on
apart
much
to your
longer!
heart's content.
Mega Ray! By the power of water! My acid raging cascade!
This one's all mine!
Flash! Burn! Here I go! I'm only getting started! Dance in the wind!
Swallow blade!
Do it! Burning!
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
What's this thing?
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be. We should be able to cook here.
The Vermilion vegetation certainly gives...
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danon hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
You go ahead and sleep. I'm going to grab another bite to eat first. Morning. Ready to head out?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Guess I misread the landing.
I hate camping out.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Guess I misread the landing. There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Bayfon lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing!
Dance in the wind! Dead. Sleep now. Excited. Go for the weak point! Lightning condemns! Thunderblade! Or steel!
Swallow dance!
Healing circle! Not on my watch! I'll bring you back from
carve through armor!
Lightning condemns! Resuscitation blade!
Can't get out of this!
Hear me!
Not
Flame
done
of
yet.
Spirit! Burning strike!
Swallow blade!
Nails in the groove! Dance in the wind! Freeze laser!
Swallow
Air
blade!
thrust!
Now it's
Dance in the wind! Sleep now! Healing circle! Get on it there together!
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Feel like
Right.
that frickin' does it!
You're mine!
Try this!
I'm out of ammo! Alright! It's time!
Try this!
In here! Get on in there with the others!
Try this!
This one's mine!
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Field!
Infernal turret!
Let's get you up!
You picked the wrong fight!
Searing tempest!
Slash!
And that's my will!
Infernal turret!
This one's mine!
Swallow blade!
Shattering the pieces!
Leave the track to me!
Here, let me help! First aid!
No further! Try this!
Infernal
turret!
Dance in the wind! Here!
Try this!
Mega ray!
Infernal turret! Slash!
I'll heal you all! Get on board!
Infernal turret!
Hey! When it's
Swallow
my
blade!
healing circle!
I owe you one.
Why'd you do it?
To stop
You
you
picked the
dying?
wrong...
Right. Freeze laser!
Swallow blade!
Infernal
turret!
Mega ray!
Slash!
Healing raging cascade!
Infernal turret!
Spread! Dance in the wind!
Try this!
Eagle
Infernal
Only
turret!
getting started!
It's time!
Mega ray!
Can't get out of this! Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Ready to go!
Try this! Infernal turret! Can't move!
I've still got some fight left in
I'll
you.
smash you! I'm just getting
What's
started!
in the sky is
One
mine.
more
time.
Talon Hurricane!
I'll bring you back from depths of this. Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle! I'll bring you back from depths abyss. I can't heal you forever. Raging cascade! Evil pride!
These sticks have got your name on them!
More Zuko?
Keep calm and take them down.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon Hurricane!
Field! Don't mind if I do.
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal
Someone
turret!
else to pick on.
Now we're not...
Raging
Infernal
cascade!
turret!
Field! Get on your way together.
Swallow blade!
No! I won't give in!
Into the shadows! Shining supernova!
Swallow blade!
Dance
Try
in the
this!
wind! Air thrust!
Can't get out of this! Frickin' does it! Talon Storm!
Now.
Denied!
Let's get you all out the way!
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret!
Dance in the wind!
Infernal turret!
I'm on it! That frickin' does it!
Infernal turret!
One more time!
First strike!
In here!
Where are you going?
Get on in there,
I'll smash you! Here I go!
Raging Cascade!
Coward Hurricane!
See what I can handle?
You picked the wrong Swallow Blade!
Please now.
Infernal Torrent!
Don't mind if I do.
I'm on it! I'll run you through! Slash!
Take it.
Try this!
Wind Astral
Infernal
Energy!
Torrent!
Hey, one in Gemini Aqua!
No further!
Everyone still doing all right?
Never mind us. You worry about you, Rinwell.
Right. I still got bite in me yet.
Leave the charges to me.
I'm out! Back into the fray!
I'm on!
Lightning Condemn!
Infernal Torrent!
Watch you! Mega Ray! Let the marksman handle this!
Burn in hell!
The enemy is going all out!
Is this it?
This should do it!
Annihilation!
Here, back into the fray! I'll be saving far enough! Gemini Aqua!
The tactics are working.
Great! Full speed ahead!
Hey, wait for law! It's finished!
Let's do it!
Swallow Blade!
Infernal
Here it comes!
Get on
Swallow
in there,
Dance!
confiscated!
Take it! You're mine!
Take this!
Mega Ray!
Swallow
Wind
Blade!
Astral Energy! From Lightning Condemn!
Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent!
I'm out of ammo!
Infernal Torrent!
Wind Astral
Can't move.
Burning Thunder Blade! Who's scared? Pluto!
Damn it! Glacial Spear! Only I've been more careful! I never miss! Hear me! Flame
Leave the charges to me.
Glacial Spear!
Try this.
Here's the
Is
evil!
this it?
Freeze Lancer!
This should do it! Slash! Try this!
You require a hand.
One more! You're mine!
No further!
Mega Ray! By the power of water!
No! It can't end here!
Gemini Aqua!
I owe you.
Mega Ray!
Slash! Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Hear me! Flame of Fire! Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's the
Dad!
Into the shadows! Mega Ray!
More than that.
Gemini Aqua! Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Dahnan Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Niez.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alf? And
I'll just, leave you two alone.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that Lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Niez for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Dahnans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Dahnans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
We should be able to cook here.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city, so I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Corps is a concern too. Let's stick around like Beifon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almeidrea.
For now,
Let's wait at the inn until he gives us... victory speech.
I want to feel your hand right now. You are the place, my only home.
That's a good spot there.
Yeah, just like the flowers that
There, I
bloom
don't feel
over
up for it now. It goes more of this blood bell stuff coming up though. But yeah, I wasn't get there and save that for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow as we deal with Desiree Stage. That'll be tomorrow. Sunday, day 9, no Margaret. But I could go away.
So let's jam it out. You may feel alone, but I'm right by your side. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom
And
over again. Keep the flame I can feel your hand right. You are the place, my only home. I know. Yeah, we can one day.
Monday, day 10, Thursday, 11. Okay, Wednesday, I'll be able to get those good
I
breaks.
know.
Thursday,
You and
gonna do more of this.
let's fly the souls that we're together.
With Margaret.
Can't feel my habit, so take my hand and into mine. The heart that can let me, you give me strength and give me pain. To darkness.
For next Saturday. So yeah, let's just have to schedule the challenge development. We got lots of good coverage. We got to get it. Okay, coming up. In December, we got God of War Ragnarok. Ready to launch the Christmas anniversary cast. New Year's Eve Pokemon Countdown. so much of the good stuff planned for 2022, 2023 includes Bayonetta 3, Crisis Core, Pokemon Scarlet, so much other good stuff planned. So follow me on social media, so go live, Mr. G's here, and on Game News, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, guys, these are based all plays and Pac-Man feature. And go look at all the playthroughs of Tales of series so far, playthroughs of God of War series, Christmas's anniversary cast, our previous New Year's Eve cast, the previous Pokemon playthroughs, Bayonetta playthroughs, Final Fantasy playthroughs, a lot more. Goodbye, Convention Racers, Convention Visits, all kinds of good stuff, videos. I only found that. We also got Discord if anyone wants stuff on the future. If you want a full test link, we got planned for 2022. In 2023, we do have a page for that. You want to on YouTube. All those kind of like get them. So you can test Twitch, YouTube, we got Twitch page below. Great song, it just gets repetitive after a while, listening over and over again.
I want to feel your hand right now. You want to place my only hope. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall.
Now, Marina Cranley has played Pokemon playing Pokemon Scarlet. It's off right now. Sorry, the next time I go where I want. Peace!